Hey guys, Stavros here with RPM Auto Reviews, continuing the review of my wife's 2018 Subaru Legacy 2.5 liter CVT. Just gonna do a little driving around, and while I'm driving around, I'll give you an update or some more information, I should say, about the performance and all that kind of stuff. So this is the 2.5 liter. It's 175 horsepower, 174 foot-pounds of torque. It's not a lot for a car of this weight. As many other reviews have shown, it's adequate power. It's not winning any races, that's for sure. I personally would want a faster car if it was my everyday driver, like the 3.6 liter, which has about 235 horsepower and about 255, 260 foot-pounds of torque. Definitely a lot faster than the 2.5 liter. Example of how fast or how slow this car is. Most reviews out there are putting this car at around 10 seconds, 0 to 60 miles per hour. A little over that for 0 to 100, because that's 0 to 100 in kilometers is more like 63 miles. So between the US and Canada, we're in Canada here, so I'll be trying to give some numbers in both miles and kilometers. So definitely in the 10-second range for 0 to 100, and I think it was high 17 for the close to 17 seconds for a quarter mile. Now, for me, the most important number is not actually the quarter mile or the 0 to 60, 0 to 100 test. For me, the most important test is when you see car reviews that specify how many seconds it takes to go from 45 to 65 miles per hour or 50 to 70 miles per hour. Because that's a true test that matters. Right? That's when we care about, right? Because we're passing a truck on the highway or something like that. So that matters more. Nobody actually takes off like a bat out of hell from a stop sign on a regular basis, right? But we do a lot of passing on highway. And some cars could be a slightly better score in 0 to 100 test, but another car that lost to that car might be just 0.1, 0.2 seconds or even more quicker on the 50 to 70 mile test. So to me, if, for example, two cars were both exactly the same in every feature except for the power, fuel economy was great, just the power is a little different. And I love both cars, and I really cared about passing power, which I do. I would choose the one that had the better 50 to 70 test score and not the one that had the better 0 to 100 score. Just an example. And this one, on this 50 to 70 mile per hour test, 45 to 65, Consumer Reports did it around 6.1, 6.2 seconds. I think Car and Driver or someone else said the 50 to 70 was 5.9 seconds. So for argument's sake, we'll say it's around 6 seconds, which is not really that fast. A lot of cars can do it in about 5.5 seconds. The 3.6 liter Legacy can do that 50 to 70 in 4.6 seconds. So that's about a second and a half quicker to do that 20-mile range. So that gives you an idea of how fast, and how powerful some cars can be with a 6-cylinder or the turbo options. So I'm just going to go on the highway for a short little spurt here. And the 4-cylinder, like all 4 cylinders, a bit noisy, but you know what? It's not crazy. It doesn't scream like the Honda Turbo or the new RAV4. It's a little bit more powerful than its predecessor, but boy, is that thing like really noisy. I test drove that. So again, I was stating I'm in a market for a new SUV for myself, and the power is just okay actually on that one. It's not too bad. It's adequate, but that engine really screams a lot. And this one's not too bad. And as you can hear that, there you go. I'm not sure how well the phone is picking up the recording on the engine noise, but it's there, but it's not the loud, annoying kind. It's just it's on the softer side, so that's nice. Not too loud. And I gotta tell you, like I was saying before, this is a comfortable riding car. It doesn't handle as good as some of its competitors, but it holds its own and handles just fine. But it beats most cars in its class for just nice, comfortable ride. It's not as soft as a Buick, for example, but it's closer to a Buick than would be to a Honda Accord in cabin noise is not too bad in here. It's been increased from before. I forget what the decibel rating is. I think it's around 70, 71 maybe. So it's on the decent side. It's not as loud as they used to be in previous years. And at the beginning of my review, when I was showing the inside of the car, I forgot to mention that the blind spot monitoring in this car is not on the far end of the side mirror. It's over on for my left mirror here on my driver's side. It's on the right side of the mirror casing, so it's really close to the window here. To me, a nice big light turns on when a car is passing, so that way it's not just a little one way off on the other side of the mirror. It's a nice bright one right on the side of the mirror housing, so that's a better spot for it. Good on Subaru for that. It's easy to see even without looking. You can see it with your peripheral vision driving straight. You can still see that, and it's just a nice comfortable ride. Not winning any races, but it's a nice ride. If you don't care about speed, you just want a nice adequate driving car for acceleration, but you want nice and comfort, then this is the car for you. Very comfortable, good visibility all around, great fuel economy. The fuel economy on this is rated to do 34 miles per gallon, which I think is around 7 liters per 100 kilometers. And Consumer Reports said that testing this car, they got as much as 39 miles per gallon. So that's got to be down to like 6 liters per 100 kilometers. That's amazing. I haven't done a test on that yet. There was a recall in this car because the trip fuel economy range gadgety thing wasn't working properly. So it said, for example, you had 90 kilometers left to go, but you really only had 40 kilometers left to go, which was not good, but they fixed that. So ever since then, I've been meaning to do my own test, fill up, drive a couple hours away, and come back to see the actual fuel that I spent and the distance that I traveled to do a test, but I haven't done it yet. I'll get a chance to do that and I'll reply for that. But it seems to be relatively accurate to what they're saying. It's getting between, it's definitely getting at least 34 miles per gallon, like it's rated to, and I don't doubt it'll do a little bit better. It's just very careful, steady cruising. In the city, I think it's still like 20, supposed to be 26 or something like that. If you drive a little aggressive, it'll probably be a little lower than 20s, but it's low 20s per mile per gallon. But in short, it's 2.6 liters, around a 3,500 pound car. So it's just fine. People care about fuel economy. Is it as fuel economy as the Honda Accord might be? I forget the rating on that, probably not. But considering this is a dedicated all-wheel drive vehicle, that fuel economy is awesome. Now that is also partially due to the CVT. Do you hate CVTs? Yeah, I think I hate it too, but to be honest with you, I drive my wife's car a lot and you get used to it. It's not a big deal. I'm considering the new Outback for myself, and it's got a CVT, and I'd rather have a regular transmission, but the car is really nice. So if I was to get the new Outback with the turbo engine, I have to accept it has a CVT, and like I said, it's not really a big deal. You get used to it. Now, note the CVT, they had problems before and they've making them better now. But Subaru recently sent my wife a letter saying that the warranty for the CVT has been extended to 160 kilometers from 100,000 kilometers. So, in the letter, of course, they're stating, well, it's not because there's a problem with it, but because there's confidence in it, but blah, 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 some long speech, they're extending the warranty. So obviously, I don't think it's just purely a good nature. There must be still some models that are having issues, so they decided to, out of a good customer service team, to extend a warranty in case there is a problem. They're standing behind their product. So that's a good thing that they did that. I don't like they did. There's potentially could have a malfunctioning, or it's not the best CVT design yet, but if they're backing it up with extended warranty, at least that's kind of nice that they're doing that. So I told you about the fuel economy, very good for an all-wheel drive vehicle. Handles good, comfort ride, comfortable seats. They are a little bit, the seats don't hug you as well as some cars. They're not as sporty with the little side bolstering. But again, it's just a nice car. Because of the side bolstering not being there, of course, bigger people can sit in here and still be comfortable, so that's good. I got the seat a little higher for me because I'm only 5'6", so I put a little higher. But there's a good range of seat motion in here. I'm not sure what else to say for now. If I forgot again something, I'll just, any questions you have, message me. Please subscribe to Stabs RPM Auto Reviews, and I'm going to be doing a lot more reviews and just try to get across the basics for people. I won't, I'm not going to give too many specifications like it's this many inches long. I did it earlier, but I'm not going to give too many of the specifications that aren't really that important. I think most of you just want to get a real person's, and a person who likes to drive, their opinion on the features, their opinion on the comfort of the car, and all that kind of stuff is kind of more important for you guys deciding. Like, I watch a lot of reviews to decide what I want to buy as well, and I got a lot of good feedback from a lot of reviewers out there. I'm going to steal some of their information as well to help in my reviews, and just try to give you guys really good feedback on whether a car is worthy or not to buy, by my opinion, and just state out facts in a very neutral way so you decide. I'm not going to say, oh, that's not good, because maybe you don't care about that feature. Like, I don't care about Android Auto and all that kind of stuff. I mean, maybe I should, I don't know, but I don't. So those kind of features that some cars have and some don't, we'll discuss. I'll discuss them in generality, and the folks watching can decide whether that feature is something that they want or they don't want. I guess that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm planning to get some more reviews. I'm going on and on here. I talk a lot, but it's my first review. I just come on to describe who I am and what I'm doing here. And I'm going to get some more reviews out here with really good general feedback. All right. Thanks for watching, and subscribe. Have a good day.